We're back on the road to 1,000 break and runs, and this first rack is a dandy. I'll tell you, there was a lot of things happening in this first one. World 9-ball tour format. Trying to make the one ball in the side pocket using the break box. One does go in the side. Cue ball nearly scratched. This happens sometimes under this format, as we have all seen. And here is a very interesting layout. The 2 in the upper right-hand corner pocket, the 3 down here by me. I'm trying to figure out the right path to get to the 3 ball and also be able to play good position on the 4, which is in between the 6 and the 7 on the right side of the table on the top half. Shooting the 2 ball with a little bit of high left spin around 11 o'clock on the cue ball. My plan was to pocket the 2 and float down here to be able to play the 3 in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. You see me kind of shrug it off there a little bit. My speed was too hard. And now, cutting the 3 into the corner pocket, I send my cue ball wild, and I cannot hardly control it. The one shot I do have is to bank the 3 ball cross side using 12 o'clock spin on the cue ball, allowing the cue ball to float forward, as so, pocketing the bank, and leave myself a shot on the 4, which is located between the 7 and the 6. You can see me getting down the ball to see if I have enough room to make it. Thankfully, I just got there. I can pocket the 4 in the upper right-hand corner pocket with a little bit of low left spin, to bring the cue ball just a little bit over here for the 5, just like that. Low left spin would have been around 7 o'clock. Now I have the orange 5 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Trying to play position on the 6, which is on the right side of the table on the long rail. You'll see me pocket the 5 here in the upper left-hand corner pocket, and the spin I'm using is around 11:30, 12 o'clock on the cue ball, probably around 11:30 on the cue ball is my guess. I'm going one rail, straight back over across the table, leave myself a nice shot on the 6 to play it in the upper right. Thankfully, I did not leave myself straight in. I could pocket the 6 with a low spin and come back in between the gap between the 7 and the 8, or I can play the natural angle here with a high left spin at 11 o'clock, going 1, 2, 3 rails, bouncing out, leave myself perfect for the 7 in the side. It's important that you never overlook these natural angles. This one was coming into the 7. I have a lot of room for error. It was wonderful. Shooting a stop shot here with the 6 o'clock spin, pocketing the 7. Bringing the cue ball over just a hair for the 8 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Shooting the 8 ball here is similar. I'm going to use a 6-lock spin. The whole goal is to draw the cue ball back just a hair and slide it over to leave myself a nice, easy, straight-in shot for the 9. The template rack does not bother me here, and pocketing the 9, this concludes this rack on the road to 1,000 break and runs. Please reach up and hit the like button if you would. I'd greatly appreciate it. Makes me want to make the videos and keep going. Finish these 1,000. But here we go again. World 9-ball tour format. Using the break box, trying to make the 1 on the side. I did make the 1 on the side. The cue ball, I did lose it. It went 3 rails around the table. Bumped a bunch of balls. You notice the 3 does go by the 6 in the upper right-hand corner pocket. The 4 is located down here on this end rail, directly in the middle of the table. I elect to use a high right spin here. You could also use a high left, but I felt like I had less traffic to worry about using a high right. And using a high right spin to pocket the 3, that's around 1 o'clock. You see the cue ball hit the rail and go toward the right. The 1 o'clock spin is what caused this. Now I have the 4 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket, and I want to play good position on the 5. The main goal of getting position on the 5 is do not leave yourself straight in. So pocketing the 4 here with a little bit of low left spin around 7 o'clock on the cue ball. My goal is to go straight up table and not get straight in on the 5 ball, but look what happened here. I'm already frustrated. I can tell with my body language walking around the table, shaking my head like, of course. So being straight on the 5, the problem is the 6 is up there by me, and it's a severe cut, cutting the 6 ball back into the corner pocket. It's probably not a big deal, but ideally we want to have an easier shot. The next shot I do on the 5, I actually do not recommend. I was just feeling it, and I'm comfortable, so I shoot this shot. I probably should have just stopped my cue ball and played it where it was at. But shooting the 5 with a nice stroke, low left spin, around 7 o'clock on the cue ball, I draw all the way back to the end rail and bounce out. And now I'm out toward the center of the table, which makes pocketing the 6 ball much, much easier. Again, I'm not saying this was the correct shot because I induced a possible scratch, and that is never good. But I was feeling good, and I went for it, and it worked out. Shooting the 6 in the upper right. Basically just rolling the 6 in with a high left spin around 11 o'clock on the cue ball. I actually did not want to roll up on the 8. Bumping the 8 was entirely fine. I didn't have to do this, but I chose to. Moving the 8 a little bit allows the side pocket to become a lot more available with the 8 ball, and it's a lot closer and a lot higher percentage to pocket the ball. But again, I also do not recommend this. I was feeling pretty good. I had a good idea where my cue ball was going until here. I swear this rack had a ton of ups and downs. Shooting the 8 ball here, it's no big deal. Cue ball is close to the rail. This kind of stinks. I do hit this with a little bit of high left spin around 11 o'clock, to pocket the 8 and kind of check the cue ball off the left long rail right there to kind of come straight out instead of going further up table. That leaves myself a nice shot here on the 9. Again, concluding this rack on the road to 1,000 break and runs, but I want to remind you, there's a couple decisions in here that probably were not correct, but it worked out. You can take it how you want it and make your own decisions. But if you guys will, please check out my sponsors. Great group right there. I greatly appreciate them. Thanks you for watching.